हेलो गाइज, वेलकम टू माय चैनल CSE टेक सोल्यूशन में। आज की वीडियो में पढ़ने वाला है ज्वाइंस के बारे में। ज्वाइंस क्या होता है, व्हाट इज ज्वाइंस एंड वेयर इट इज यूज टू ज्वाइंस एंड कहाँ कहाँ हम यूज करते हैं और क्यों हम लोग पढ़ते हैं ज्वाइंस के। चलो आज के वीडियो में ज्वाइंस के बारे में पढ़ते हैं और स्टडी करते हैं कहाँ यूज करते हैं। एज द नेम ऑफ द एज द नेम सो ज्वाइंस मीन्स टू कंबाइन समथिंग। इन केस ऑफ SQL, ज्वाइंस मीन्स टू कंबाइन टू और मोर टेबल्स। ज्वाइंस मीन्स ये दो टेबल को कंबाइन करके एक डेटा इनसाइट्स निकालता है और एक डेटा फॉर्म करता है और इनसाइट्स फुल डेटा फॉर्म करता है। उसे कहते हैं ज्वाइंस। नाउ लेट्स मूव फॉर द नेक्स्ट वन। द SQL joins clause takes record from two or more tables in the database and combine it together. Now, NC Standards SQL defines five types of joins. Types of SQL joins, and there are different type of joins used in. Here is the first five. It is a NC standard of the define five types of joins, and next it is I I add to for the knowledge to what is the self joins. Now let's move for the इस वाई एसक्यूएल ज्वाइंस इज यूज्ड। हम क्यों एसक्यूएल को यूज एसक्यूएल ज्वाइंस को यूज करते हैं और क्यों पढ़ते हैं। नाउ लेट्स मूव फॉर द इफ you want to access more than one table through a select statement, then you have to use the join. If you want to combine two or more table, then SQL joins statement is used. It combines rows of the tables in one table and one can retrieve the information by a select statement. The joining of the two more tables is based on common field between them. The joining of two or more tables is based on the common field between them. SQL inner join, also known as simple join, is most commonly used type of join. Now let's move for the inner join. The inner join is to select all matching row or column in both table or as long as defined condition is valid. इनर ज्वाइन यूज करते हैं जो भी डेटा है फर्स्ट टेबल में सेकंड टेबल में अगर मैच कर रहा है उसको डेटा को फैच करने के लिए हम लोग इनर ज्वाइन को यूज करते हैं और विदाउट रिडंडेंसी यूज टू रिट्रीव द डेटा फ्रॉम द टू टेबल एंड कंबाइन टू टेबल and get data without redundant data, and we have to get the unique data. And now let's move for the syntax of inner join. Is first is a select keyword, column 1, column 2, column 3. It is the column 1, column 2, column 3. It is a both table from the coming there, and from table 1 inner join table 2 on table 1 of the column, table 2 of the column. Now let's move for the practical. For the practical, here the students table, enrollment table. Now here the some field of the table to create the, now run it to create table, and also run it the students enrollment table to run it, and here the successfully created the both table in students and enrollment number of the students. Here the students ID, name, age and department of the students. Here the enrollment ID of the students ID is a work in foreign key. Here is the primary key of the first table of the students, and here is the students course and semester. Now let's move for the inserting the data of the students in a table of the students. Run it, and here the insert 5 row factored in a table, and let's run it also to insert the data in a table. Now the 5 row affected. Now let's move for the practical of the inner join. Select student's ID, student's name, enrollment course, enrollment semester, which semester, and now we the from students, and here they use the inner query between enrollments or students table. Here the inner join query in between students and enrollments, and here where it is apply first students of ID and enrollments of students ID. Here the both are common in the table. Here the you can see students ID in the also present enrollment is a working the foreign key. Here the primary key working in the first table in the primary key. Now let's run it this command and show the data. It is show all the data. It is present in the first table and second table. It is the fetch the data, common data, and we can also do this the all the things by the alias. We can create as and either as we can create as and also create as a e, and also by it is a alias, and we can also use here as as. This is the alias, but we can it is not recommended, but we can also create as. It is also present. It is referred as a students table. E, it is the enrollment table. E by, and also it is as and e, and let's run it command. It is reduce the some line of code, and it is also same data fetching from the table, but two table, and in your student's ID, name, course, and semester. Now let's move for the left join. Left join, if you want to create retrieve the data from one table and whatever matching the data from second table, then you have to you want to get the data from all the data from first table, and whatever matching and not matching and not matching, then you want to re retrieve the data from second table. Then it is helpful for you to want to put all of the data from first table. It is use the left join, and it is also say that left outer join. The left join is used to retrieve all records from the left table, table 1, and the matched row or column from the right table, table 2. If both table do not contain any matched row or column, it return the null. Syntax of left join. First is use the select command, select a keyword and select column 1, column 2, column n from the both table using, and right here the both table from the both table, and from keyword table 1, here the use the left join table 2 where it is apply on table 1 of the column and table 2 of the column, those who are matching from both table, same type of table. Now let's move for the practical of the left join, and we can all here the user only change it to left. It is a left join. Now let's run it, and so it is all, it is present both of the both table in a data. It is show the table, it is show all the data whatever present in the first table, and matching of take from the another table, and it is a involvement table, it is both are match table, match data from both table. Then it will show the all the data, and if it is not to match both of the table, then it is not match the, then not show the all the data from the both table. Now let's move for the right outer join. Right outer join and right join, you can also simply say that the right join is used to retrieve all records from the right table, table 2, and match the row or column from the left table, table 1. If both table do not contain any matched row or column, if return null. This is to us, whatever the present the data from the second table, it is show all the data through the right join. If it is, and whatever match or not match, if it not match, then return null, and if it match, then return data. And it is not match from the bot table data, then it will return null data. Now let's move for the practical of the right join. Practical of the right join, and we can simply here the use right, it will make the right join. Don't change other things. If you want to, and other case, if you have a other table, and if you want to join query operate, then you have to remember it, the first column and second table of the column, first table of the column and second table of the column, or at least one matched both of the table and reference, it then you can show all the data from the both table. Otherwise you can't retrieve the data both table. You can see, if you use the right join, then whatever you use the first table, then it show the all the right second table of the data, not so from the first table of the data, and it is not valid for the, if it is not use the reference and both column matched. Now let's move for the full join. Full join, it full join and full outer join, it is a combination result set of the both left join and right join. The joined tables return all records from both the table, and if not match are found in the table, it place null. It is also called a full outer join. Now let's move for the syntax of full joins. Select column 1, column 2, column S from multiple of the column, here is the present, and from table 1 full join, here the use keyword, and table 2 where to perform the data, perform the join query on table 1 of the column and table 2 of the column. It is matched of the both column of the table. Now let's move for the practical of the full join, and here the only have to use the full, then it will become a full join. Let's run it. It also same data show, because they is not mismatched of the data and through the primary key and foreign key. That's why it is show the all the data by using the foreign full join. If it is not match some data, then it will show the null value through null value, and if it is match, then it will show the actual data. If it not match, then it will show the null value. Now let's move for the cross join. SQL cross join operation is in SQL is used to combine multiple table together in a single table. Now let's know if you want to use cross join to combine two different table, when we will get the Cartesian product of the sets of the row from the join table, when each row of the first table and combined with each row from the second table, it is known as the Cartesian join or cross join. After performing the cross join operation, the total number of rows present in the final table will be equal to the product of the number of the row present in the table 1 of and number of row present in the table 2. Now let's move for the syntax of the select. Now let's move for the syntax of cross join. Select table 1 dot column name 1, table 2 dot column name 2, and here the multiple column of the table, and from table 1 cross join table 2. And now let's move for the practical, and here I'm already written here the code from the students and enrollment number. Now let's run it and show the data according to all the data. Here the all the data showing from through the both of table. Here the first of the student ID show the all the data, and second of all the data, it is a multiple first row of the second table total, and second column second row of the second overall data, and first third is overall data second table, and fourth is overall the data for second table. Like this, it will all the data come from the you can make. And now let's move for the next self join. Now let's move for the self join. Self join, it is a self join used to create a table by joining itself, as there be two table. It makes temporary naming of at least one table in a SQL statement. First is a select keyword is column 1, column 2, column n from table 1 table, here the alias table 1, and table 2 alias table 2, where the here and where keyword is the condition. And now let's move for the self join of the practical. Now let's move for the self join of the practical. SQL select first is select a keyword s1 dot name as a student 1, s2 dot name as a student 2, and s1 dot department from the s student s1 student s2. Here the same table using in the join query, and that's why we say the self join. And here the use the on the s1 dot department equal to s2 dot department, and s1 dot student id not equal s2 dot student id. Here the not operator of the SQL server. In the SQL server, it is the most commonly used to not equal operator introduced by SQL server. And thank you for watching my video. I will meet you next time.